Good evening, everybody. How are we all this evening? Hope you can hear me. Can everyone hear me on this? Can you hear me on this? You can hear. That's good. Yep, that's great to hear. How is everyone? I know I've done a live stream last weekend, but I just thought, you know what? Since it's June and it's almost the end of spring, coming up summer, I just thought it'd be nice if I did some Thomas stories for a bit, because as a matter of fact, I just had a new Thomas story delivered today, and it's this. It's my 5th story from the ones I made. It's called Missing Percy. Missing Percy. You're gonna love this one. So many Easter egg references on that book. And my mum got me this, Thomas and the Spring Surprise. Yeah, so I thought I might read those out in a minute, so that's going to be quite fun. So how's everyone's week been? I've had a bit of a stressful week recently. Kirsty's still having complications with with the baby and everything, and but I promise you I won't take anything out on any of you, because you're my friends, you're my subscribers, and so I appreciate it if everyone gives Kirsty full support, and I'll be absolute, and that would well, yeah, so thanks. Yeah, sorry, it's just a lot is on my mind, like I said, but I'll be fine. I promise you, I'll be absolutely fine. I'm just glad that I'm just glad you guys are here. It really helps clear my head. So I just yes, 9th of June, that's when Wonders of Soda will be on Nintendo Switch. And someone from Dovetail Games told me that the game is going to have another update, another patch update or something like that. So that's going to be fun. Fix the bugs and errors and things like that. Statfold, yeah, I went to Statfold once. It was okay, but not as I expected it. But it was quite nice. Yeah, I think we all can't wait for the update. Yeah, so I don't know if this. I know Richard told me that the PlayStation State of Play was saying they were gonna plan a new Thomas DLC, but I actually checked it with Dovetail Games, and that was certainly not true. It was I double checked it with Dovetail Games. Someone called Chris, he told me that was never true. It was rumors. It was all false about this DLC announcement. But I did Google, and I heard there might be another one, another. Richard, listen, let me finish. But I Google searched, and it looks like we might get one. We might get another DLC, another engine, and another location. That's all I know. I'm not telling you what it is, because otherwise it won't be true. I Googled it, checked what it is, and I said, oh wow, that's going to be fantastic. So I'm not going to say anything. You can guess all you like, but I just don't know if it's rumors or not, but it could be true. So yeah, so the State of Play thing that Richard told me about, he sent it to the a certain YouTuber I really don't like. Yeah. It is fun to play. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what the character might be, because if I did that, yeah, only Richard knows, because I was trying to help him calm down with a certain problem. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes some things can't be true, but we'll find out soon. Okay, promise you. Promise you. If it does come out next month, I will definitely buy it. More screenshots, more stories to think of, which I'm really looking forward to. Exactly. No spoilers. That's right, Sammy. No spoilers. Yeah. Anyway, actually, Sammy, you should agree on because he was the one that says no spoilers. I'll just turn the lamp off for a bit because, yeah. Right, so before I do the Thomas stories, I know it's a bit short notice, right? But um how about a song to start with before we do the stories? How about it? Fancy a little Thomas music? No spoilers because you haven't played it. No, that is absolutely fine. Who gets angry if you got spoilers? Between Joel Railway, to answer that question, I don't mind getting spoiled. Okay, here we go. Here comes the song. Can you guess what it is first? Here we go. Hold on. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah, that's one of my favourites, which is good. I think I forgot to lock the front door. Yeah. Yeah, so I know it's a bit short notice, but anyway, you know what time it is? It's story time. So we will start with Thomas and the spring surprise, and then little breather, and I will read you this one. And believe me, guys, out of the other books I've made, this was one of the hardest ones to do. I tried to think of a very, very good way how to do this, and believe me, I think you will love it. All I know is a very certain character has been very, very naughty. And trust me, that is going to be very, very good. But when I say Missing Percy was a bit difficult, I mean Missing Percy was very difficult to do. Right then, are we all set? Ready for Thomas? Ready for Thomas and the spring surprise? Okay then, here we go. When you hear Thomas whistle, turn the page. Thomas and the Spring Surprise. This is a story about a spring day when lambs were born on the farm, and Thomas was given the chance to show what a really useful engine he was. That's fine. Here we go then. One of Thomas's favourite things to do is to visit the farm. He loves to see Farmer McColl's sheep grazing in their field. Baa, baa, the sheep would call. Beep, beep, Thomas would whistle back. One day, when Thomas was passing the field, Farmer McColl waved him over. "Hello, Thomas," said Farmer McColl. "I'm glad you're here. I have very special news. Some lambs are going to be born today." Thomas was very excited. "I can't wait to meet them," he peeped. "Newborn lambs need to have fresh straw," Farmer McColl explained. "Can you go to the old barn at Marion to collect some?" "Right away," Thomas puffed, and off he went to the old barn. Thomas wondered if there was anything else the lambs would like. On his way, Thomas passed a bakery. He saw Percy loading his truck with freshly baked bread. "Maybe the lambs would like some bread," he puffed. "Percy, may I have some?" "Of course," said Percy, and his crew loaded trays of bread into Thomas's truck. Thomas steamed on cheerily until he came to the garden centre, where he saw James picking up colourful spring flowers. Thomas was sure the lambs would like the flowers. "May I have some for the lambs?" Thomas asked, and James agreed. Thomas was nearly at the old barn when he saw Charlie waiting at a signal. "Hello, Charlie," puffed Thomas. "I'm going to meet some newborn lambs today." "What fun!" chuffed Charlie. "I'm going to the dairy to collect cheese." Thomas thought that the lambs might like cheese too, so he went with Charlie to have some cheese loaded into his truck. After the dairy, Thomas hurried on to the old barn to collect the straw. Your truck is full," the farm worker said. "There's no room for the straw." "Fizzling fireboxes!" Thomas exclaimed. "I'll just have to take the lambs to bread, cheese, and flowers instead." When Thomas returned to the farm, Farmer McColl was not happy to see there was no straw in the truck. "The lambs must have straw to keep them warm," he said, "and they'll be born before the sun goes down." Thomas felt very silly. "I'm sorry. I will go and collect the straw straight away," he peeped. Thomas raced back to the old barn, saying over and over to himself, I must get the straw. There can be no delay. The lambs will be born by the end of the day. He steamed past Percy, refilling at the water tower, whizzed past James at the junction and Charlie at the station. There was no time to stop. The sun was setting when Thomas arrived at the old barn. Hello again, Thomas puffed to the farm worker. Please, can you load the straw onto my truck? I must get it to the lambs before they get cold. The farm worker quickly loaded the straw bales, and soon Thomas was on his way back to the farm. Thomas steamed so quickly, his axles ached. I must go fast. I mustn't delay. The lambs must have straw by the end of the day, he sang. When he reached the farm, he was so worried he would be too late. You're just in time, Farmer McColl smiled. The lambs have just been born. Thomas was delighted he had arrived to meet the lambs. The next day, Thomas took some school children to visit the new little lambs. Farmer McColl laid out the bread, cheese and flowers, and the children had a splendid spring picnic. I have a surprise for you, Thomas, smiled Farmer McColl. I named this lamb Thomas, after you. Beep, beep, Thomas whistled happily. Ba, ba, the lambs answered. Now that was an excellent story, and to be honest, it did feel like Thomas and the Pigs, but that was Farmer Trotter, wasn't it, with the piglets being born? That's a good way to do a different version of an episode. I don't think I'm sorry, Richard. But I heard some things about the new reboot, and I just don't think I'll be looking forward to it, to be honest. You have the new 2026 Thomas already? Wow, I see that. I do have a local Smith's toy shop near where I live, so yeah. So, how is right? So, what's everyone been up? Oh, I'm sorry. What's everyone been up to recently? Not on that, I'm afraid. No, I can't. I don't do live streams where I can just connect to people. I don't do that. I'm sorry. Another time. Promise. Another time. Oh, I tell you what, guys, I'm having trouble sleeping at the moment because of what's been going on, and usually I try to do usually I have one of the soda or two pizza. Oh, yeah, the Domino's pizza, good one. Did the Ninja Turtles join you? So I was saying, oh, Tom Tiddley, that's good. I've been having trouble sleeping recently. I couldn't sleep all week because of all these complications that's going on, and just not so sure what the heck is going on. Oh, Stefan, I will send you a prize sometime this week or next week, mate, alright? I've been totally busy with other things and complications, so I'm sorry. So sorry about the delay, Stefan. I've still got your giveaway prizes. I will send them to you. I've got your address, but just in case I can't find it, could you resend it to me a little later? That's okay with you, please, on Messenger, because I'm with you on Facebook. So if you send me your address again, I'll get it done. Sorry, guys. Oh, I feel a bit tired. Like I say, I couldn't sleep. Thank you. like I said, I've been so stressful week for me, which is not good. But I'm going to take my wife out tomorrow just to make sure she's fine. She'll be officially 7 months pregnant, 32 weeks this Tuesday. So that's cool, isn't it? 7 months. Yeah, 32 weeks. That means 7 months. 36 weeks means 8 months. I am tired, Richard. I am absolutely shattered. I don't think this live stream is going to last long because just well, Anyway, before we read Missing Percy, how about a bit more music? One of my most favourite songs of all time from the hit era, and it's from season 8. Here we go.
Patience is a virtue, so it never hurts to take a little time to see. Set up and how has taught you, and you know you want to be as patient as can be. Happy waiting patiently. Don't get too excited, just try staying calm. Thinking for a minute saves you so much harm. Everything around you is rushing here and there. Life can be so simple if you make time to spare. Patience is a virtue, so it never hurts to take a little time to see. Set up and heart has taught you, and you know you want to be as patient as can be. Happy waiting patiently. If you're in a hurry, take the time to think. What's the point of rushing if you're on the brink? Go a little slower, someone else can lead. Take the time to rest, that's what engines need. Patience is a virtue, so it never hurts to take a little time to see. Set up and heart has taught you, and you know you want to be as patient as can be. Happy waiting patiently. Patience is a virtue, so it never hurts to take a little time to see. Set up and heart has taught you, and you know you want to be as patient as can be. Happy waiting patiently.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I was thinking of going to Whitwell myself, but decided not to. Okay, guys, who fancies this one? So, who is ready for this one? Yeah, who is ready for this one? Okay then. You know what? I think better not. You know what? I think for once maybe I shouldn't play the theme tune. What do you guys think? Try to, for once, let's not do the theme tune this time, shall we? What do you think? Just kidding. Missing Percy. Thomas and Percy are tank engines. They are best friends. They live on the island of Sodor and they work on the Fat Controller's Railway. They work together. They shunt trucks together. They even sometimes tease some of the other engines together. Wherever you will find Thomas, you will find Percy. Wherever you will find Percy, you will find Thomas. One afternoon, Thomas was approaching Knapford Station with Annie and Clarabel. Percy was there too, getting ready to take his passenger train down the line. "Hello, Thomas. How was your day?" asked Percy. "Busy," replied Thomas, "but I've got some trucks to collect next." "I can help you with your shunting tomorrow," added Percy. "Thank you, Percy," said Thomas. "What would I do without you?" Suddenly, Diesel came past the engines in Knapford and heard everything what they said. What would they do without each other? He thought. And then he had a very devious, naughty idea. "I will do it tonight while they are asleep in the sheds," he thought to himself. Percy didn't hear what Diesel said, as he had an important job to do, which is taking his passengers down the branch line. That night, James offered to help take Percy's place, helping Thomas to take the mail train. The work was done and they were uncoupled. "Thank you for your help, James," said Thomas. "You're welcome, Thomas," replied James. Soon the engines were on their way to Tipper's sheds for a good night's sleep. Later, Percy had finished his work and he was on his way to the sheds. He was very tired, but he had completed all his jobs and he was right on time. Soon, Percy was the last engine to arrive at Tipper's sheds. He rolled onto the turntable, then went into his berth and then went happily to sleep, looking forward to working with Thomas in the morning. "Good night, Thomas," yawned Percy. "Good night, Percy," replied Thomas, and all of the engines went to sleep. Suddenly, Diesel snuck into Tidmouth and started putting his plan into action. He went onto the turntable, then he went onto Percy's berth, then he was coupled up to Percy and secretly took him to a hiding place. "No one knows where Percy will be once they wake up," chuckled Diesel deviously. "Let's see if they can find him now." And he rolled away with Percy. Then they disappeared. The next morning, the sun was shining and the birds were singing. Gordon was the first to wake up when he realized that Percy wasn't at his berth. "Wake up, everyone!" he shouted. "Percy has disappeared!" The other engines woke up at once. Once they did, the Fat Controller arrived. "What is going on?" he cried. "Sir, Percy has disappeared, and we don't know where he is," shouted James. "We need to find him." "Calm down, everyone," called the Fat Controller. I will send a search party to look for him. In the meantime, while you are doing your trains, you must see if you can find him." "Yes, sir," replied the engines. Thomas was looking everywhere for Percy all over his branch line. "Percy, where are you? Are you here?" He shouted once he reached every station, but no reply from Percy. James looked for Percy on the main line. Come out, wherever you are, Percy!" he cried, but nothing. Even Bertie the bus tried to look for Percy on the road, but still nothing. Where has Percy got to, and where has Diesel taken him? Later, Thomas arrived at the shunting yard looking for Percy. The yard was full of so many troublesome trucks. Suddenly, Thomas saw Diesel approaching the yard. Then he figured out the truth. Diesel is behind Percy's disappearance. I know it. he thought to himself. When Diesel stopped, Thomas looked crossly at him. "What have you done with my best friend, Diesel?" he shouted. "I don't know what you're talking about, Thomas," said Diesel, trying to look innocent. "I know it was you that took Percy and hidden him somewhere," Thomas replied. "If I did take him," chuckled Diesel, "I will put him in the last place you haven't looked at yet." And he rolled away to collect his train. Just then, Thomas just realized what Diesel had said. "The last place I haven't checked," he cried. "The quarry!" And so he raced away to the quarry as fast as his wheels and his driver could let him. When Thomas finally arrived at the quarry, he heard a faint shout of "Help me, please!" and saw something green hidden in the shed. "Can that be Percy?" asked Thomas to himself as he came closer. It was. Thomas stopped beside the shed. He had found his best friend, trapped behind a long line of trucks. "Oh, Thomas," cried Percy, "I am so happy that you have found me. I don't know who left me here and trapped me here too." Thomas told Percy all about Diesel's trick, and it was him behind it all. Percy was upset. "Don't worry, Percy," puffed Thomas. "I'll have you free in no time." Then Thomas noticed something. The trucks in front of Percy were the ones they were meant to take to Knapford. "We can take these trucks with us to the Fat Controller at Knapford," said Thomas. "Good idea, Thomas," agreed Percy. And so they did. The two engines went top and tail on the train of trucks. "Careful, Percy, don't push too hard," ordered Thomas kindly. Percy was happy. He was relieved that his best friend came to the rescue. Soon they arrived at Knapford. The passengers clapped and cheered for Percy as the engines pulled into the platform. The Fat Controller was waiting for them. "Well done, Thomas," he boomed. "You have found Percy, and you both brought the trucks to the station. You are a really useful engine." "Thank you, sir," said Thomas, and then he told the Fat Controller all about Diesel. "I will make sure he won't do that again," he said. "Now go and get some rest. You deserve it." And the engines puffed away. Later that day, the Fat Controller came to see Diesel. Diesel now knows that he's in very serious trouble. "Diesel, you are a very naughty engine," said the Fat Controller crossly, and he told Diesel about what Thomas had said. But Diesel admitted it was him that took Percy away to hide him. "I am very disappointed in you, Diesel," thundered the Fat Controller. "Just for that, you will spend some time in your shed until I decide to let you out again." And Diesel did indeed stay in his shed from that moment on. He has a lot of thinking to do. Perhaps this would teach him the lesson not to take and hide other engines further around the island. But I think he deserved his punishment. Don't you? Right, that's it. That was Missing Percy. What did everyone think of that? Did you notice any Easter egg references on there? Did you notice any Easter egg references on there? There was one reference in that book, and it included Bill and Ben. Yes, the Buffer Bother reference. Yes. To answer the question, why isn't Diesel sent away? It's because he stayed at the Fat Controllers Railway for good, like from season 7 onwards. Just glad Thomas found Percy. Yes, indeed. Oh, I didn't know that. They must have missed the first. They must have missed both stories. Oh dear. Sorry, guys. But do you right? I am working on my next story, right? But I have a question. Do you think Diesel would have another chance? Do you think he will behave himself? Do you think he'll make up for Percy for being so naughty? Do you think Diesel deserves another chance? Oh, to be honest, I'm not too sure Diesel deserves another chance because he had one chance too many. But, let's see on the next story. Although, the next one will be Emily Saves the Day, but Diesel will have a part, but I'm going to take some screenshots. So I missed it. I had something come up. It's all sorted now. Oh, Joe, hello. That's all right. I think you missed. I think you missed my stories. Mind you, I should have said 8:30. Don't worry, it's fine. I think Thomas Blakers and Joe has missed the stories. Oh, cool. I ain't got that one. Right, I'm gonna put this song on. I was thinking of calling it a night in a minute because I'm absolutely shattered. Just thought I'd come and talk to you guys anyway. Anyway, so another Thomas song. Here we go. Yeah, a sec. Let me just turn the volume up a bit. Just turn the volume up a bit. Okay, here we go.
We could fly to the moon, dive under the sea, travel to places that we've never been. Make friends with a tiger who knows how to sing.
Oh, sorry guys.
Together we can do a million fun things. Let's go, let's dream. Come along with me. The big world is coming. All aboard for a fantasy. The world's full of wonder. There's so much we can be. Thanks to imagination and curiosity. We could be in a movie where we save the day. We can speed through the ocean on the sun's yellow rays. We can ride a roller coaster and laugh all the way. Together we can do a million great things. Let's go, let's dream. Come along with me. The big world is coming. All aboard for a fantasy. The world's full of wonder. There's so much we can be. Thanks to imagination and curiosity. So much to learn, so much to see, so much to do, so much to be. Let's go, let's dream. Come along with me. The big world is calling. All aboard for a fantasy. The world's full of wonder. There's so much we can be. Thanks to imagination and curiosity.
I'll just ignore that bit. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think I need to call it a night now because I am absolutely exhausted and I just need to clear my stress. So all I can say is it's nothing to do with any of you guys. Everything is okay. just, you know, I just need some space to clear my head. Yes, Big World Big Adventures. I don't mind Big World Big Adventures. A bit of respect, if you please. Would appreciate that. Yeah. So so thanks guys for tuning in. Sorry this wasn't much a longer live stream as it was last time because like I said, there's a lot on my mind and just just need to clear my head. Yeah, I hope I will get more rest. Thanks guys. Very appreciate it. Okay, now then, before I go, I just want to say thank you guys for all your support recently. I am very, very grateful for what you've done. You guys are great. And I'm sure one day we will meet again when time settles and, you know, when the baby's fine and just hope we don't get any more bad news until the baby's born. Just, it just, it's just a Joe like Railway, if you've got a problem with it, then just don't bother coming here anymore, okay? I like Big World Big Adventures, so I wouldn't hurt if you show a bit of respect. I'm under a lot of stress at the moment, so do not make it worse, please, okay? I'm sorry for talking like this, but respect, okay? If you don't like Big World Big Adventures, that's your problem. I'm sorry, but I'm not in a mood for negativity right now, okay? I'm not in the mood. Sorry, guys. If Joe like Railway doesn't like Big World Big Adventures, that's his problem. It's all right. I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, but I would appreciate if you showed some respect. Okay. No, not you. No, not Henry, Thomas, and friends. It's just someone else. Okay. Hi guys. Look, it's better if I go because I just got to take things easy a bit. But like I said, thanks again for being there, and I really appreciate it. So it's time to go. So thank you again for everything, and I will keep you guys updated. Okay, I promise. And I'll let you know if there's any more Thomas, and I'll let you know once I've done more of my very own Thomas stories. And whichever and if there's a new character coming, and if anyone asks if I get it, will I be doing my own stories of the character? Yes, I will be. But let's just keep our fingers crossed for this new DLC. If for this rumored DLC, it could be true, it could be false. I'm just not too sure. Yeah, you too, Joel Arrow, okay? Whenever you come to Norfolk, buddy, just let me know. I'll see if I can meet up with you or not, and we can chat, you know, catch up and everything, okay? So right. So to Henry underscore Thomas and friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm very grateful. This is a message to Henry underscore Thomas and friends. Thank you for tuning in. I don't think you've ever been here before, but I'm very grateful you came on. So, to be honest, guys, I've got a lot on my mind at the moment. I promise you, I'll be fine. I promise you, I will be absolutely fine. Oops, hang on, there's something wrong here. Sorry, guys, hang on. Right. Sorry, but gotta go. Thank you. Thanks, Henry. You're very welcome. Hi, guys. Time to call it a night. But I will see you guys soon, alright? I promise. I'll bring you up to speed if there's any good news, not bad news, okay? So I'll keep you posted on more Thomas stories, okay? It's gonna take some time. So have a very good night. Look after yourselves. Bye. Sorry, guys. Can you just bear with me a second? That's better. Sorry, guys. Done a mistake there. Have a good night.